Hey guys, welcome back to We Met at Acme. I'm so excited to be here with Toddy Smith. What's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here in New York City.
Yeah, I love New York. I come
Yeah.
once a year for Fashion Week because I'm really just fashionable.
Yeah, well, you are fashionable. You're wearing these pink sneakers that hopefully everyone can see on YouTube. Stussy or Stussy?
Stussy, yeah.
Okay, what is Stussy? Like
Stussy's like might be wrong, but I see it as like a California skate and surf brand.
Okay.
I've been wearing Stussy since I was like, in middle school, drawing like the cool Stussy S too.
Yeah.
You go like 3x3.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing all of us can draw.
Yeah, exactly. You thought you're like, it's like all over my binder, just a Stussy S.
Yeah.
Stussy.
I love it. Backing up a little for anyone who doesn't know you, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 32. Oh my God. 32.
I'm 32 too. It's okay, yeah.
But I feel like you're more grown than I am.
Well, I'm a woman and you're a man, and that's probably why. I feel like 32 for a man is like 28,
Yeah, my therapist said usually men don't mature until like they're 40-ish, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's a good therapist.
Yeah, here's my back. I'm from Huntington Beach, California.
Okay.
But now I live in Sherman Oaks, California.
Very cool. Very cool. And what is your current relationship status?
Right now I am single.
Okay.
And yeah, it's kind of fresh.
Okay.
Kind of still a little in the gut a little bit, but
yeah.
Moving on. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but it is what it is.
Totally. Are you on dating apps yet, or still kind of like taking a breath?
I'm taking a breath. Not on dating apps. I deleted my Raya when we first started dating, so.
I don't know if that's a good idea because then you have to like reapply and get accepted.
Yeah, I don't think I have one anymore. Yeah.
I actually remember, it's so funny. This is how you know like you really like someone versus like whatever. In past relationships, I would like pause or I would change my Raya to like just here for friends instead of completely deleting it.
I should have done that.
Because I was like, I don't want to like lose my status on this shit. And then I would come up on people's Raya and they would ask me like in front of my boyfriend at the time, like, I definitely saw your girlfriend on Raya. Like, what the hell? And he would confront me and I'd be like, oh no, like I need to be on Raya to recruit people for my podcast. Like that's like a work thing, you know? But then obviously once I met my husband, I was like, yeah, I need to delete that shit.
Get rid of it. Yeah. I know. I was like, oh, I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah. No, it's a grown move. You mentioned having a therapist. I love that. I love that you're open about it.
I have a therapist. Shout out. I don't want to say his name because maybe he'll get like, what are the people who like do that shit on the internet when they fuck with you? I don't know, but
I hear you.
Yeah, but he's great. I see him once a week. Definitely worth it. I started seeing him like 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
But I really look forward to seeing him every Tuesday at 3:00.
Yeah, I love it. What like got you in the door to therapy? Because I feel like with a lot of guys that I know that I speak to, like they don't go into therapy until there's like a crazy like life event or like there's like no other choice. But I think it's really cool when a guy's like proactive about like, no, I just want to like work on myself and be better.
No, it definitely was that. And I was like, I just didn't feel for like 2 months. I was just like not feeling I don't know, I was just in a weird headspace.
Yeah.
And then my friend kept mentioning that he goes to this therapist and he kept saying I should go. And finally I just like started going to him and then wow, he opened my fucking world.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And
did you, no, go ahead.
I was just saying like now when I'm like feeling, it's like, I think my body knows when I'm about to go see him because that's when I start to like kind of like mentally, not implode, but like feel the need to go see him. And then I go see him and it's like kind of like a drug and it's just like, everything's like fine.
Yeah, like you feel so good after. Yeah. It's like euphoric.
Yes.
It's amazing. What was like the first, and I'm curious because we talk about therapy a lot and it's like some therapists, you don't know if you vibe right away. Yeah. It sounds like you clearly vibe with this person. Yeah. Like, did they start by asking like your childhood trauma or just like, how are you? How's your day?
Just kind of how are you? How's your day? And he was talking about kind of like metaphysics and like soft science and like manifesting. And I've been super into manifesting. That's how my past relationship, that's how I kind of landed that. Just like persistence and manifestation.
Yeah.
And just like things like that and like really kind of envisioning like where you want to be in life. And that kind of got me hooked on him talking about that. So yeah.
That's
Does
awesome.
that make sense?
Yeah, no, definitely.
I just woke up from a nap.
No, it's fine. We're all sleepy all the time. And you, I think I remember you're an Aries.
Mm-hmm.
Are you into astrology at all?
Yeah.
Do you feel like an Aries? Do you date like an Aries?
I do. I think I both. I feel like an Aries, and my last 2 girlfriends, they're actually born the same day, and they're both Sagittarius.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's like that.
That
I
was-
feel like is a very natural attraction. The Aries Sagittarius.
Mhm. Yeah.
Fire.
Call them Sagittarius. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah. I thought that was kind of a weird coincidence. And then also my favorite musician and band member, Tyler Joseph from 21 Pilots, his birthday is the same, December 1st.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what's my attraction to December 1st.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Something
really strange. Yeah.
That is strange. Did you feel like, and it doesn't disprove astrology if you didn't, but did you feel like the 2 people you dated were similar
No.
because of that?
Yeah, they're different,
Yeah.
both of them. People were telling me that they're both like your typical Sagittarius, people that are in astrology, but they're definitely different.
Uh-huh.
Different personality types.
So do you think you're going to date another December?
I think if I did, then I got to play the lotto.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So tell us a little bit about like how you grew your following, because you are just like, thriving on social media and on YouTube. And like, how does that even begin? I heard Vine was the OG.
So my friend Scott, my best friend since high school, moved out to LA together. He started a Vine account, and he's like, "Oh, download Vine, it's so much fun." And then he told me, he's like, "I'm gonna blow up on Vine." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, bro." And then I actually went on a dating show for a month called Sweet Home Alabama. And when I came back, he had like 25,000 followers. And back then, that was like fucking like, whoa, this is bananas.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, and so I was in a bunch of his videos, and then honestly, from there, all my friends that I hang out with now, and then we did like the vlogs with and YouTube, they all started on Vine, like David, Zane, and Heath, Jason Nash, all Viners. And then we all just somehow became friends. Like Scott moved to LA, or we both moved to LA, moved in the same apartment complex with my friends Zane and Heath. And then it's just like a bunch of Viners clicking. And then from there, we got lucky because David wanted to vlog. And then he just started vlogging like our lives and like doing stupid shit together. And that's how we came to be. And we're still all best friends, which is fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
No contracts.
Yeah, that is wild. Is there any like competition within the squad just because like, everyone's like doing their thing?
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe like friendly. No, everyone like supports each other. Yeah, like whenever someone like releases something new or like a new project, everyone's like pretty like very supportive.
Yeah.
We have like viewing parties sometimes for like some projects and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
no,
cool.
Vine was like the time to be alive.
That internet era was the fucking best.
It was the best. And like the Gen Z kids, like they have no idea.
I know.
No idea.
Exactly.
And there's still some Vines that people like will recite today.
Yeah.
And like you have to know to know.
I know. It's crazy. My favorite Vine, shout out to Zane and Heath. I quote them all day, and I live with one of them. So it's just like they're so funny. I'm not gonna quote.
No, you have to say it. What's your favorite? Yeah.
Okay. They used to have these 2 characters, and so basically, one character goes, "Latrell just broke up with me, but I don't even care though," and it's Heath, and then it pans to Zane's character popping up from the window like he was giving head, and then the Heath's character goes, "Bonifa." He's like, "Latrell," and then he pops up, "Bonifa." Like, does it make sense? Sorry, I explained that terribly.
Like, not really, but like,
the friend
still funny.
was giving head to the ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
yeah. And in the beginning, he's like, "He broke up with me, but I don't even care though."
Yeah.
You got to check them out. They're so funny. There's some on
really
YouTube.
Funny. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. No, Vine also like had a traumatic place in my life because I found out a guy I was dating was like hooking up with someone else on Vine.
From Vine?
On Vine because they were like in Miami on like a weekend and my friend posted a Vine and then in the background was the guy I was dating grinding with some girl.
What the fuck?
And I was like, what the fuck? And I mean, thank God, like was able to get ahead of it and end it with him first because like, my pride.
Yeah.
But that was all because of Vine.
Fuck, that's crazy. You owe your
I owe my life to Vine. But you know what platform I don't like? And I'm curious if you like it and it's okay if you do. I know No,
I'm just kidding.
that's a weird rebrand.
Yeah,
No, but Snapchat. I hate.
Snapchat, really?
I'm not a fan. What do you think?
I love Snapchat.
You do?
Yeah, because I've been
Why?
using it for so long, since like 2012 when it came out, and I'm friends with some people that work there at Snap.
Okay, fair.
And it's monetized now, so it's like
Right.
you can like
Well, I guess like if I were making money from it, that'd be a different story.
yeah.
But I just mean like in terms of relationships, because like
oh yeah, because it's kind of like the
you
sneaky.
know, like a guy will be like, "What's your Snap?"
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's-
"No, ditch
well,
that man."
when he says that, and like you gotta see like how old he is.
Yeah.
And if he says that he's like over 25, then it's kind of weird, right?
Right.
What's
Yeah.
your
It's,
Snap?
it's weird. It's also like anyone who uses Snapchat to communicate with you
Yeah.
instead of like texting you is a red flag. I
No,
think.
definitely, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I use Snap. I just post a lot of like I post like triple the amount on Snapchat than Instagram story.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually curious what you would do in this situation. So this guy reached out to me today because sometimes people ask me for advice in my DMs. And he was like, my girlfriend was in the bath naked and she sent a picture of herself to me on Snap and to someone else. I guess you could tell when it's sent to more than one person.
Like a group Snap or something
Like
that?
I guess for some reason, I don't know because I deleted Snap, but it was sent to him and one other person.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, what do I do?
Well, maybe it was like a friend, like a girlfriend.
Why would she send like a
know.
nude of herself to her
But
girlfriend?
that's weird. You can see it was going to someone else.
Yeah.
Like, I think if it was going to someone else, they would be in a group Snap. But
I mean, isn't that worse?
yeah, but yeah, to two
But like,
guys.
would you call her out if that was your girlfriend?
I'd be like, hey, who else did you send that to?
Yeah.
Why not?
And then, but then like, if she was like my friend, would you believe her?
Be like, which friend?
Yeah.
Guy or girl?
Yeah.
So yeah, that would definitely
It's sketchy. It's really sketchy.
Sketchy sucks, huh?
It really sucks. It really sucks. What would you say like you've learned from being in relationships that you're gonna do differently in your next one?
Definitely a few things. See, I'm not saying that I'm like not mature, but it would just be like growing up a little more.
Yeah.
Taking things a little more seriously,
Mm-hmm.
serious conversations, and not joking around.
Yeah.
Which I have a problem with. I think it's like a defense kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
And then maybe like I don't, going out and drinking and with certain friends, I would drink to the extreme kind of, and like really send it, not like blacking out, but like just being excited.
Yeah.
Maybe just cooling it on like on that.
Right.
I've realized alcohol in relationships are kind of like not a bad mix, but like can be a bad mix.
No, for sure.
And then I was telling my buddies this the other day, growing up, I had a friend and his dad was sober and he was remarried, hot young wife, not super young, not creepy.
That's
but
what you
like,
get for being sober.
yeah,
Hot young wife.
Yeah. But my buddy told me, I'm like, why's your dad sober? He said he stopped drinking the day his mom divorced him because he was an alcoholic.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like that always stuck with me. Not that I'm an alcoholic.
Sure.
I drink every day, but occasional
Yeah.
couple bottles of wine.
Yeah,
I'm
of
just
course.
kidding. But
No.
yeah, I have to go out,
Yeah.
There's a Locks Club party tonight, so I'm gonna have,
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I think moderation
Yeah.
with that. And so yeah, relationships. I was in a relationship for like 3 years, like since COVID.
Oh wow.
So maybe now I'm just gonna use this to like, focus and work on myself.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Work on myself. Quotes have people say that, but
Yeah,
like really
yeah, yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
And no, I've been able to like actually focus and put a lot of my time into like projects and stuff like that. So
Do you feel like in like the nature of what you do, there's pressure to party and things like that?
Definitely a lot of opportunities too. To do that. And pressure, yes and no. I actually don't go out as much as I used to. Like in LA, it's just boring.
Yeah.
But when I'm in New York, yeah, of course. But no, not really pressure. A lot of my friends have cooled it on the drinking too.
Right.
Like a lot of the guys that used to drink all the time and like be like a catalyst
Yeah.
have cut back a lot. So it's like maybe like we are kind of growing up a little
Yeah.
bit. But
Well, also you were saying we were both saying that we listened to Huberman Lab.
yes,
Doesn't he?
Huberman
say
hates alcohol.
He hates alcohol.
Yeah, only one drink a week.
Right.
Huberman. And so I really listening to him helps me, cut back and really I'm on like this health kick too. Like I feel like everyone is like
Oh my God.
a weird
Please don't
health
tell me
kick.
you're on like that like liver diet or something.
No, not the liver diet. I am like no, yeah, just
No, tell.
I've been
What's
eating
your diet right now?
a lot of berries,
Okay.
a lot of
that's
fruit.
good.
And fish and I guess red meat.
Okay.
I do try to go to the store and like cook for myself, but I'll do the occasional like Erewhon trip and go to the to go to the kitchen.
Yeah,
Really good. But yeah, mainly berries and meat, I guess.
Okay. Meat
Yeah.
and berries.
Yeah,
You
meat
heard it
and
here first. Okay. We also were talking about that I'm expecting a child. And so
Yes,
I'm curious. Thank you so much. I'm curious for you. Do you want kids?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Really want kids.
Do you think that a man can change if he says he doesn't want kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change
Change his mind.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he doesn't like pull out in time, then he's kind of fucked, and then he has to change his mind for sure. You know,
Sammy's face. It's giving Bridgerton.
Yeah, I think so. And if not, then sucks for him.
Yeah. Then he's.
Have you been in that position? Are you good?
Like, have I?
Or
like, did I get knocked up accidentally?
No, sorry. No.
Oh, have I dated a guy who didn't want kids?
Yeah.
No, because I think like the relationship I'm in with my husband now is the first one where we got to a place where we were like talking about, kids. I mean, I guess I talked about it in past relationships casually, but like you don't really like sit down and are like kids question mark unless you're, in my experience, unless you're married or like, getting married.
Super serious.
Engaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you talk about kids in your past relationships?
Yeah. Or my last one. She knows like, that I want kids eventually. And then also my parents want grandkids.
Yeah.
So
you got to get on that. Do you have siblings?
Yes, one.
Okay.
She's actually 10 years younger than me.
Oh, wow.
She's 22.
That's so cute.
Yeah, she's graduated college.
Is she like into like the YouTube stuff or not really?
No, she's like the complete, no, like not really. Her friends maybe used to be, but like we're super close, 10 years apart, but like really, we just went to Costa Rica together.
Oh, that's so nice.
And then we went to Italy for her graduation.
That's really good.
Present. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she rocks.
That's really cool. Have you ever fraternized with her friends?
Only a couple times. Her friends are crazy.
Yeah.
And she has a boyfriend, like a long-term
Do you
boyfriend.
approve?
Yeah. Super cool. And he shreds. He surfs.
Shreds. Surfs.
Sorry.
Okay. I tried to surf once. It was a disaster. Okay, so going back to like dating style, you admitted that you date like an Aries.
Yeah.
Would you agree that that's like you fall really hard, really fast, and then get over it really quick?
Sometimes. Sometimes I think it just depends where my focus is, like really on that person. Then yeah. But this one didn't get over super like at all.
Right.
But I have gotten over something like quickly in the past.
Yeah. Would you say after 3 years? Because I have like this theory. It's 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, and
7, right?
Well, no. What's that? Oh, I've heard that. It's like that's when you like reevaluate your relationship or something. Yeah. I'm not there yet. Okay. But 3 weeks, you know if you like them. 3 months, you know if you love them. And 3 years, you know if you want to spend the rest of your life with them. At least by then. You could know it earlier.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I think so. Yeah. I think 3 years pivotal.
Yeah. Because you're like not in the honeymoon phase anymore.
Yeah.
You know this person well. And then you're like, is this my person?
Yeah.
Or not? Yeah.
Yeah. Everything in threes.
Everything in threes. Okay. Have you ever dated someone in like the same friend group?
Yeah.
And like, how do you deal with a breakup when you're in the same friend group? And you don't have to talk about a specific one that you went through, but like advice for other people.
I think it definitely has pros and cons because you do everything together with like your friends and it's so easy, you know? But yeah, it's definitely when going through a breakup in the same friend group, it's definitely tough because you see that person maybe all the time.
Do you have to like bow out of certain parties so that they could go to them and vice versa?
No, I don't think so. Not my position. We're pretty cordial. We're very cordial. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I feel like if it ended terribly, then definitely might be a little awkward and like, not go to the same place.
Yeah.
As that person.
What do you do post like relationship with someone on social media? Do you mute them? Do you unfollow? Do you block? Do you just like try your best not to stalk?
Yeah. Stalking, not to stalk is kind of hard.
Really hard.
Really
no, I have to mute every time.
Yeah. I think I went for a mute.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my best friends, he was like, I trained with him and he's like kind of like a therapist too. He's like, he muted her for me. He's like, fucking let me mute it.
Yeah.
Mute her story.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I would never unfollow because
No, yeah.
this is like more of like a pride thing for me. And it's, I need to get over it and work on it in therapy. But it's like, I don't want them to think I care so much that I have to unfollow.
Yeah.
And does that make me care more? Maybe.
Yeah.
But I won't do it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because if you go unfollow, then you're like, oh, it hurts when you see that unfollow, but then you realize, oh yeah, did they? I guess they do care a little more. I don't know. It's a weird. Social media has really changed dating, and
because like
so weird.
You're not usually connected to your ex in any capacity when you break up post, pre-social media. But now you're like
super connected,
seeing their baby be born. You're like, why? This is not what I wanted.
Now that person's getting married. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. And then it's almost like, are you posting so your exes can see?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Or they just put them on their close friends.
Right.
Just strictly them.
No, that'd be savage.
No, that'd be crazy.
It was.
No.
Did you teach him that?
Oh, someone else told me that too. So I was like,
what, to just put your ex on your close friends?
Not telling him to do it.
Yeah, no. I've never done that.
No, that is like a hilarious savage move. Like, it's kind of genius.
You can do it with friends too.
Right. Right.
I wasn't telling him
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's something like some girls I know would do in a really funny way. Okay, so now you're dating in your 30s for the first time, right? Because before this, you were like 28 or 29 when you got with your last girlfriend. How is dating in your 30s going to be different than dating in your 20s?
I don't know. We'll see. I haven't gotten that far yet. I am sure I'll be a more grown, mature person that has experienced more life than I did in my 20s.
Yeah.
Now it's like, now I thought about it the other day, I'm like, fuck, I'm at this age. Now do I have to date to think about the future, really think about the future?
Like, can I bring this person home to my parents?
Yeah.
Or would they be a good mom?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that just kind of gives, gave me a little anxiety. So I stopped. I don't really, want to get that far.
Do guys think about guys who, like you who want kids? Do they think about when they're dating someone, would this person be a good mom?
Yeah,
definitely.
Really? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't. I mean, my last relationship definitely should be a great mom. So, but I haven't thought about,
Right. No, because I used to. I'm sober now, but I used to smoke so much weed in my 20s, and I was in relationships, and there's just no way that any of these guys thought that I could even be a somewhat decent mom. Just like an out to lunch mom. But it's interesting because I also didn't really see any of the guys I dated as dads before my husband, who's such a dad vibe. But it's interesting. I mean, I guess you don't really see anyone as a dad until they're holding a kid.
Yeah, right.
Unless they're nerdy dad vibes. Yeah.
Just rocking the dad fanny pack.
Totally. Oh, I forgot to ask you the first question I ask everyone that comes on the podcast, which is, what's your favorite romantic gesture?
Favorite romantic gesture. I did this during the pandemic when all the restaurants shut down in LA. I had my buddy, he's a really good chef. He came over to my house and we cooked this killer salmon with mango sauce. And then I set up a table outside with candles. And then I told my girlfriend, where's something fancy? Come over. And then so we just had this full on gourmet meal because we couldn't go to restaurants.
Yeah.
And I put on a sports coat and we ate in the backyard. Cute. It was really nice. It was that was probably my best
really
gesture.
Nice. What about something that someone's done for you?
What's my favorite?
You when someone brings you coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Or
It was sorry.
Speaking of coffee, our coffee has arrived.
A gesture that comes to mind that really stuck with me would I had this yellow pad paper that I would journal and write stuff and just notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I got up one morning and there's a note for me on that yellow pad paper and it was just have a great day, blah blah blah. I love you.
Cute.
It was really nice.
Little words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that always gives me PTSD too. Did you ever watch Sex and the City?
A little bit.
Like, do you remember how she got broken up with on a Post-it?
Oh, it was on a Post-it?
On a
Oh,
Post-it.
shit.
I think it, or maybe did he? Yeah, he broke up with her on a Post-it. His name was Burger, and he wrote, "Sorry, I can't. Don't hate me."
Don't hate me. That's really funny.
I know. Oh, okay, so the podcaster I was thinking about before is Theo Von.
Oh, Theo. I was gonna say Theo Von.
Yeah,
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's great. And he had a question recently that I need to ask you. He said, if an alien landed in front of you, and he said, "Take me to your leader," who would you take him to?
Jason Nash.
Okay, who's Jason Nash? Who is that?
Jason's one of my best friends. He's been doing like YouTube and Vine since the beginning, and he's 50. And he's the funniest fucking guy I know. And he's the hardest worker. Yeah. And he has 2 kids that go to private school, so he has to pay for that. I would take the alien to Jason.
Okay.
Just so Jason can maybe make some money or a cool video with
the alien.
With the alien. Also, Jason does a lot of prosthetics, and he had a full-on alien prosthetic video. I gotta show you. It's fucking insane.
Oh, I need to see that.
So I would take it to Jason. Yeah.
My immediate answer was Obama.
Obama?
Yeah. I was like, that's my leader forever. I don't know who else to take him to. And like, I just imagine Obama would be like chilling in like his place in Martha's Vineyard, coming off the golf course. Like, what are you doing here, alien?
I just picture Obama just walking the beach and narrating that one animal nature documentary on Netflix.
Oh, like National Geographic?
Yeah.
Really? Who's
like
the guy that actually narrates it? What's his name?
Oh, I'm not sure, but I can hear the voice in my head.
Yeah. I can hear the voice too.
Speaking of Theo Von, right before out of my relationship, I saw a TikTok of him and Joe Rogan, and Theo Von's just like, man, getting broken up with fucking sucks. It's just like your ego is just fucking deflated. Like you feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, oh, like, that fucking hit hard. I had the music behind it too.
Yeah, they found you.
Yeah. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to.
You're like, I'm targeted. I love that. Okay. There are some people who wrote in some questions, so we're going to answer them.
My mom?
Together.
Cool. My mom.
It was your mom.
Are you okay?
She said, why haven't you called me today?
Yeah.
God.
I should call after this.
Okay. Here's the question. Yeah, you can. Yeah, get comfy with those juices.
Hell yeah.
All right. This person said, I'm 36 and I've been dating someone for 6 months. We both love each other and he treats me like a queen consistently. We've talked about longer term future marriage, but I'm wondering if I should have this feeling of I can't wait to marry this man. Or is it normal to feel less excited than that? I want to have kids and a family soon, and he's such a good man. I honestly wouldn't say he's the love of my life, but we have a good life together. What are we telling her to do?
You know, part of me wants to say don't settle, but at the same time, live a good life. And I think, I've learned recently from my man Jason, relationships take work. You know, you got to really put yourself in there and I guess be more present and proactive and and giving it your all. And they take work. So
who do you think settles more, girls or guys?
It depends on the age, I think.
Oh.
And if for guys, it's like, do a lot of people want the cookie cutter life, at this age I want to be married, at this age I want the dream job, at this age I want this house,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not on that path.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how they view their lives and how they want things to fall in place.
Yeah.
Right? If a guy is kind of dorky but lands this girl, can he land another girl that he's attracted to?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And then a girl, it's like, when do you want to be married and have kids by a certain age, I guess? And maybe they just pull the trigger.
Yeah. But that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like the guy is just like, can I do better than this? No? Okay. Ring.
Okay, that's fucked up, right?
And versus the girl's like, is the clock ticking? Oh, it's not?
Exactly.
Ring.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, yeah.
I'd hope that it's more, optimistic than that.
Is that terrible? I kind of blacked out when I said
No, I mean, like, but that is the definition of settling, I would say.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, the clock's running out, or like, I'm not going to be able to find someone better.
Yeah. I guess,
that's a wrong reason to propose.
Totally.
Sure.
I think just getting those thoughts out of your mind would definitely be the way to go.
Yeah.
Just, being in love and being just all about that person, right?
Yeah. Like my friend just told me a story. Her brother broke off his engagement. And she was saying like, she kind of knew it was going to happen because when he was about to propose, he sat her family down and he was like, and it felt like he was about to tell them someone died. He was like, all right, guys, like, I'm proposing to Alice. Like, I just want to let you know. And it's like, what? That's so sad, you know?
Was he a really dry person? Or
Like, no, I think he just like thought it was the next logical step.
Yeah.
And that's what he had to do.
I feel like there's just like a lot of pressure on people too.
Yeah.
Dating on the internet is kind of like a weird pressure, but now I'm like old enough and have been on the internet for so long where I can just kind of like block everything out.
Yeah.
On the internet. But that story about the guy proposing is that's pretty depressing.
That's sad. Well, how do you block it out? Because I imagine you get a million comments a day, like, "Oh, what happened with your relationship?" Or like, "Oh, blah blah blah." Like,
I just ignore them.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's like a reminder for sure.
Yeah.
But I just been ignoring things.
Yeah, that's tough. Like I was thinking, I was in Boston the other day, and you know, Tom Brady and Giselle like lived in Boston when they were together. I don't know where they are now, but Giselle's like doing some campaign where she's in every ad in Boston right now. So I was thinking like Tom Brady goes home to like, you know, hang out with his family, and Giselle is literally on every corner, like in every ad. I would be so depressed.
I had a friend once a few years ago, and him and his girlfriend broke up, and her billboard was right down the street from her. She was on a show.
Yeah.
The billboard was right down the street from his house.
No.
And he's like, what the fuck?
No, that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Do you approve of all of your friends' girlfriends? Or like if you didn't, would you tell them?
Yeah. Definitely.
You would?
I mean, eventually.
Like you have in the past?
Yeah.
How do you even approach that?
I forget. It was a while ago. But not approved of her, just them together.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, all my friends' girlfriends now, they're all fucking cool. They're all great together too.
Yeah.
And so Jason just has been dating his fiance now for like a year and a half. He's 50.
Mm-hmm.
She's I think 30 to 31, 32. And she
Mhm.
fucking rocks. Like she makes him so much better.
Yeah.
And I told him that the other day, I'm like, dude, I'm so glad she's around because now he wants to do more, you know, and get out and like see the world. Kind
Yeah.
of thing. And like now we go to dinner like 2-3 times a week.
That's amazing.
It's
like,
fun, yeah.
You know, it's a good sign when you're seeing your friends like just as much, if not more. You feel like more independent from being in a relationship as opposed to like this codependent person who like doesn't leave your house with a new girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
When they make them a better person, obviously that's very good sign, you know?
Let's talk about this nail polish for a second.
Okay.
Do you always have nail polish on?
For the most part, yeah. I was inspired by Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Oh, okay.
When I was in middle school, I used to paint my nails black.
Yeah.
But I recently started getting color the past few years. My girl Susie, LaFleur Nails in Studio City.
Love
She's
it.
the best.
Do you feel like that, like, you know, when you're dating, like, are girls usually into it, or they're like, you need to stop with the nails?
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think for the most part. I kind of forget I have it.
Right.
Then,
yeah.
So
I mean, it's very like, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's very like progressive.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Like Harry Styles does it.
Does he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He copied me. I'm just kidding.
He did copy you.
Can't gatekeep it. I do get some funny comments about like guy. I don't want to say Midwest, but probably Midwest.
Oh yeah.
They're like, why you paint your nails? And they call me some slurs.
Oh God.
And then I just reply back. I'm like, I fucked your dad.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
So you do reply to hate comments.
Sometimes. This last one, I was out to dinner with my friend, not even drunk. This guy was saying something to me. I opened the DM, and then we went back and forth, and then I did tell him that his dad like sucked me off or something like that. And then I screenshotted his profile picture, and then I drew a bunch of dicks on it.
Oh,
and
that's
sent
funny.
it to him.
Good.
Because I can tell he's very like, I don't want to say, he's very
like scared of dicks.
Like exactly.
Yeah.
He's way too American. Like he's
right.
takes being American to like a weird level, you know.
Yeah. Like a creepy heart.
Relaxed guy. So I thought that was pretty
What's
funny.
the like craziest kind of hate message that you've gotten? Like,
I used to have accounts. People would make new accounts when I would block them. They were just like,
thank God Instagram did that feature where you can do the blocking.
It's amazing. Yeah. They would just rip into our lives and my life and like how I do stuff, and like I was just fucking like so weird.
That's dark.
Like so fucking weird. Like, like weird shit. Like way too much time.
Yeah.
I get like a fucking you're ugly comment maybe, but like detailed hate.
Oh, that is so creepy. I actually, before my wedding, got like the craziest message that was like trying to sabotage my marriage.
Way.
And it was so insane. It was this girl who like pretended that she worked at my husband's company and had like overheard a conversation that he was having with his boss about me. And like gave me like all these like details, which were all fake.
Yeah.
It was all fake news. Like she didn't work at the company. There was no one at the company with her name. My husband like never had a conversation like that with his boss. Like it was just totally made up. And I like when that happens, I'm like, this must have been one of his exes, right? Because like who else cares?
Fucking crazy.
Right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, damn.
It is
People
crazy.
can really go into detail and like depth on like
it's scary.
fuck shit up.
No, it's so scary. That's why like, you know, having things on the internet, like everyone's like, are you going to post your kids? I'm like, no.
That's so I took a course in college.
Tell me.
And they talked about how it's just wrong to post your kid on the internet because they don't have a say in it, right? And then now their photos are on the internet forever.
Right. Like
So,
the one thing, and like tell me if you agree with this, like I'll post like a photo when he's born, like I'll post like our family photos once a year.
Yeah.
But like I'm not camera in his face.
Constantly
like
face.
Tammy, did you have a good day at school? Do a
yeah.
dance for mommy.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I feel like that's fucked up.
Do a dance for mom. So do you know Casey Neistat?
Yeah.
I brought this up to him because I noticed that he never posts his daughter. It was always the back of her head or like face blocked. And I really told him I admired that of him. He's like, yeah, I don't want her fucking face on the internet. Like, the internet's a scary place. And so
scary.
Yeah.
I know. And like this past week, and this just like shows, you know, my age or whatever, maybe the people I'm following, everyone was like, my kid's first day of school and posting like, you know, like, I don't know why I keep saying Timmy, but like Timmy's first day. And these people have like public accounts and they're posting their school. The kid's school.
Yeah,
they're like his first day at like Columbia Prep. And I'm like, what?
There's so many fucking creeps out there. That
so many creeps. Like you don't have to have a following for someone to be a creep on your kid.
Yeah.
Like there's creeps out there.
Whoa, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
But
wait, so I have to ask you, do you follow anyone on OnlyFans? No judgment whatsoever.
do I follow anybody?
Anyone on OnlyFans?
There's this porn star that
Who? What's her name? I probably know her name.
her name was like Bunny Cutie. And
I don't know Bunny Cutie.
I gotta look. Her name's on there, or porn name's on there. And so I went to go find her OnlyFans one time, but it was like $30. But
$30 isn't that bad.
I know.
I mean, it
so
depends what she's offering.
Yeah, that's like the only person that I've like. I think I followed her. I bought something from her, and that was pretty much,
Would you like care if like your girlfriend was following like a dude's OnlyFans?
No, I wouldn't care, but I'd inquire. Yes, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
But like you following someone else's OnlyFans, let's say like, you know, I meet you, we're going out, and then I find out you're like on Bunny Who, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Like, would you think that that's fair if you're in a relationship?
Yeah, definitely not fair, I guess, right? Yeah.
Well, I guess like the only thing that makes it not fair, and this is like, because girls will always ask like, is it a red flag if he's like following, you know, Instagram models? And I'm like, only if they're within reach is it a red flag, right? Like if he's like
worlds.
Yeah, if he's commenting on like Giselle's photo, like you're so hot, like it's pathetic of him and sad, but like he's not responding. But then when it gets to like the OnlyFans and you can DM with them, I'm like, maybe that's not great. You know,
if they're definitely I mean, I would say if it's kind of like using it for porn, then that's how I'd use it, you know.
Then at least it's like you're being supportive, supporting small businesses.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you're like you're supporting the LLC.
100%.
Yeah.
So you think watching porn in relationships is okay?
Yeah,
I agree.
I like watching porn together too.
But it can be a slippery slope
for sure.
I feel like
I actually stopped watching porn for like a month. So I watch it like maybe like once or twice a month. I used to be every day.
Oh wow.
It was like bad.
Even in a relationship every day?
Yeah, like during the day.
Yeah.
Because I would just sorry, it's too much information. But yeah, no, every day.
Yeah.
Almost every day, yeah.
But just what were you like needing from it? I mean, you don't have to get
no, actually when I moved in with my girlfriend, people were over during the day, like her assistant and like people.
So you're like, can you guys leave so I can watch my
So
daily
actually
porn?
that's why I stopped. I would just go in the shower and just use my imagination.
Right.
And that's what actually became healthier for me because I wouldn't watch porn.
Right.
Unless I got really crazy and brought my phone in the shower. But I usually stopped that.
But like when you're watching porn, what is like the what are we feeling? Like, is it like I just like need to go to a magical, mythical place where I wouldn't go in real life?
Yeah, I just wanted. I was like craving.
Or is it just like that one porn star like that you want to see?
Lately, it was like that one porn star for a while.
Yeah.
And she had a friend too. I'm like, I gotta watch it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like my husband has favorites for sure.
Yeah.
But like he does mix it up, you know? I feel like if it was the same girl every single time, I'd be like, all right, like this is the other girl in our relationship at this point, you know?
I do have favorites that I bounce around from. Or like the explore page is great too. Find some new ones, you know?
Yeah. What's another favorite? Get us inspired.
I forget her name. Crystal Boyd, I think, was like one of my favorites for a while.
Okay, I'll check her out.
One of her nicknames was like Anal Abby, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've had 2 porn stars on the podcast.
Really?
I've had Eva Lovia.
Okay.
Do you know her?
I think I've heard the name.
She's really good. She does like she does a lot of like romantic porn, you know, like
like softcore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not softcore. It's definitely hardcore, but it's like it starts with a romance. It's not like, oh my God, the plumber's here. It's like we're in love.
I like that.
And then I've had Asa Akira on.
Oh yeah, Asa
Who's
Akira,
the original queen of anal. Yeah.
I used to work at this restaurant. I was a bartender, and this guy and his girlfriend would come in all the time. He was white and she was Asian, and they introduced me to Asa.
Yeah.
Not personally, but like her work.
She's a legend.
Wow.
She's really
cool.
She really is. And then the person that I'm dying to have on, because she was like my husband's number 1 at one point, is Lana Rhodes. But I don't think she does porn anymore.
She's had a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My I don't know her personally, but I know people that are friends. Yeah.
Who do you think is the father?
Mike. No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I'm glad we settled that. Very important.
Nobody knows still? And like that, it's not concrete?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Has she been on Maury yet?
I don't know. Who's the father?
You are not the father.
You are not.
Okay, we're going to do some rapid fire poll questions. We love a rapid fire moment. Is sending songs to someone a love language?
Yeah, definitely. I think.
Like it's always flirty when you send someone a song.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like a playlist that you made.
Have you ever written a song about someone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's called Natalina.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll check it out. Okay, you're traveling for a week with your family and your girlfriend asks who you live with, asks if it's okay if she could hang out with her male friend of 10 years, who's also in a relationship, alone at your place to get takeout and watch TV. Would you be cool with that?
I want to say yeah, but I feel like takeout and TV is such a romantic thing.
Yeah, it's
that you'd want to
do
with your girlfriend, you know? But
it's romantic, but it could also just be like, yeah, I guess I'd be like, why can't you go out to dinner?
Yeah, like I love takeout, like just chilling, like. But
I don't know.
Not to be like a fucking weirdo and like care.
Yeah,
I would say probably go for it, but then I'd be like, takeout and TV's our thing.
Right. It is a little intimate, but I think it's fine if you trust your partner. Yeah, I think everything's fine if you trust them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Couples that fight in public, absolutely not, or at least they're being honest about arguing.
I think it depends. Do they do it a lot? Or is like one? Like,
yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Then it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's another Aries trait. Usually, like you guys like to fight and then make up.
Oh,
is that true?
Maybe a little bit, but my girl or Natalie wasn't very toxic at all.
Yeah.
You know, so it'd just be like a turn off, like an ick.
Right. Of course.
I wouldn't be like, let's get her on, and then no.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like that.
Your girlfriend throws out a card you gave her for her birthday, where like you wrote something sentimental. Would you be upset?
Yeah, I'd be bummed.
Yeah.
If I wrote something for sure.
Yeah. But like even if it's after a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just a card, happy birthday, then toss that shit. But
Right. You're in your late 20s, together 8 months, but very serious. Is it too soon to move in together?
8 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you judging people at Burning Man, or did you feel bad for them?
Okay. I just told myself I'd never go.
Yeah. I would never. But like respect.
Yeah, no, for sure respect. I the first 3 years at Coachella, I camped and that was fucking.
Are you allowed to camp at Coachella? You just like stay there and never
Yeah,
leave?
you bring your car camping.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool. If a couple that attended your wedding didn't get you a gift, would you get them a gift for their wedding?
Yeah.
I would too.
Be an explosive gift. Not explosive, but like a really cool gift. Sorry.
A really cool gift?
Really cool gift.
So they just like feel like an asshole? Yeah. Do you think you'll always think about the person who was the best sex of your life? Yes or no?
No. Maybe. Every once in a while.
Follow up, did a person come to mind? Yes or no?
I was my girlfriend yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you really love someone and you're with some like you have the best sex. We always had like amazing sex.
Right.
It was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
very
I would
intimate
hope,
and passionate. You know?
Right. Like I feel like either as you get to know each other, the sex gets better, or it's good with like some really toxic person that like you never dated because like you shouldn't have dated them, but like
that's so true. Yeah.
But that kept you coming back.
Yeah.
Is it weird if a straight man uses the term slay?
No. Slay. Sorry. Slay. I think it's so. If it's ironic, then I think it's great.
Yeah.
Slay.
Like if he could pull it off, like same with like the nails painted.
Nails painted.
Okay, last question. If he's on a boys trip, so you're on a boys trip.
Okay.
You're in a relationship though, and you start following all these new girls.
I think the boys got too drunk and started looking at girls together.
Okay.
Right?
So you don't think it's sus beyond that? You don't think you met a group of girls?
That could,
and some shit went down?
It could be both of those. Maybe some shit went down or some shit didn't go down.
Would you be okay with it if your girlfriend called you out, being like, I noticed you followed a bunch of new girls?
Yeah.
Or would you be like, she's a psycho?
No, I'd be okay with being called out.
Yeah.
This is not that psychotic to inquire.
Yeah.
Right.
But wouldn't you be like, how'd you know?
Yeah.
I guess guys don't think about that. That's why girls like always call them out because they don't know how you found out anything. It's amazing.
I think on Instagram you can like see people, like the most recent followers.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad they don't have that feed anymore that shows you like
what you like and stuff
Todd
like that.
just started following ex Irina and whatever. Okay, this was so fun. Do you have a quote or piece of advice that you could leave our listeners with?
Yeah, I mean, you keep telling myself, keep on keeping on.
It's very Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, keep on keeping on. Yeah,
I love it.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
Or, damn, I had a quote from Einstein, but I kind of forgot it. And, to go back, you said the songs. I think every one of my songs has been about Natalie. So, all of them. But there's one called Natalina. That's her name. But yeah.
It's cool.
Slay.
Where can everyone find you, follow you, and potentially slide into your DMs?
Well, my Instagram handle is Todderick. That's pretty much it. My Snapchat's Toddy Smithy, but it's private.
Ooh.
Not like private.
Are you accepting people?
No, it's just not really.
Okay.
It's just like it's weird. It's like you post public, but your Snapchat's private.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I'm so out of the Snapchat game, but
it's kind of weird.
But anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. This was fun. See ya. Bye.